let's talk about this penultimate episode for The Mandalorian Season 3. And this is Chapter 23, Spies. And I'm going to get into spoilers, so if you've not seen the episode, yeah, as always, tune away now. So let's get into it. This episode was great. This is the kind of episode I wanted. And coming from last week, yeah, it's a big change. It's a big change coming from last week. But as a penultimate episode goes, though, I mean, it's expected to be good, and I think they delivered with this episode. I think this episode was indeed pretty great. So, yeah, let's get into the stuff that happened in this episode. And, of course, we start off with Elia Kane being mischievous again. So, yeah, she's on Coruscant. This is the only time we really see her in the episode. But she goes over to this probe droid that has that's Moff Gideon as like a hologram, and she's talking to them about those pirates we sent to Navarro. They were defeated by the Mandalorians, and and Bo-Katan's now in charge of the Mandalorians and leading them. So yeah, that gets Moff Gideon concerned, of course. So it's good to see the return of Moff Gideon. Not a surprise though, because of course we found out he broke out a couple episodes ago. And then we cut to him about to go to meet with some Imperial generals. But first he's walking past these, I guess we found out they're Imperial Beskar troopers or Beskar stormtroopers or something like that. I would say Beskar stormtroopers or whatever. So yeah, they have Beskar on. And I'm kind of wondering, where is this at first? And then, of course, at the end of the episode, we know that this is on Mandalore. So we get to the meeting, and we have a Thrawn's name come up here. So Thrawn, as we saw the back of his head in the Ahsoka trailer. I know they showed him like in his face at the people at Star Wars Celebration got to see him. But we see Thrawn's name come up, and that's because Moff Gideon is questioning his leadership because he's in hiding and he's all about secrecy. So does Moff Gideon want to be leader now? Will we see Thrawn show up in the finale? That's what I'm wondering. Like, that would be cool to see a Moff and Thrawn in the same room. I suppose we're gonna see it at some point, right? But he's got some name drops also in this episode. Like this dude, his name is what was the first name? I think it was like Brendel Hux. But yeah, he's like I guess he's the father to General Hux. And the funny thing is, I found out that this is actually Domhnall Gleeson's brother. Like, this is Domhnall Gleeson, of course. He played General Hux in the sequels, or the sequel trilogy. And this is his brother, I guess. So his brother played his father, I guess, in this episode. So yeah, we saw his name get brought up. We got this other dude in here. His name is Pelion. So I'm not really too familiar with him because I never read the Admiral Thrawn, Admiral Thrawn books, Grand Admiral Thrawn books. But apparently he's this right-hand man in the books, and they kind of very much look similar from this picture, which is I think one of the covers of the books. But yeah, I think the casting, they got pretty right here. One of the other things we saw in this, or we heard in this episode, is Project Necromancer being brought up at this meeting. And I'm thinking, probably I guess the project they want is maybe to bring Palpatine back. That's what they think, or that's where the cloning comes in, of course. So yeah, that's where the cloning would come in, with bringing Palpatine back in this Project Necromancer. At least that's what I suppose this would be, I guess. But altogether, this meeting was interesting, and of course with Gideon, he wants to take out these Mandalorians because they're gonna try to take over Mandalore, and of course Mando's coming back to Mandalore. That kind of impedes on what they the base they've built and what they've done there. I mean, they destroyed it, of course. So I was like, is that a good plan to destroy a planet or whatever and then build a base? But I guess that's about secrecy, of course. And these Imperials in this current time, they wanna be definitely secret. They want to keep out of the public eye so they can they can build up in the shadows. So after this, we see the Mandalorians meet up and the Mando fleet coming to Navarro. And it's funny seeing like this Imperial ship, this Star Destroyer, come over here, and people are just scared. People were just like hella nervous. But I was also nervous because I didn't know what was gonna happen when the Mandalorians met up with one another, and you have them taking off their helmet, and you see like Paz Vizsla be like, "What are they doing with their helmets off? That is not the way." So yeah, I was nervous when they met. So yeah, but it's cool to see all these Mandalorians coming together. I suppose there's others because they mentioned there's different factions, and the Imperials have been trying to break them up and keep them apart, and now like we see definitely some coming together here. But yeah, let's go to Grogu though, because we see that IG-88, or it was IG-88, IG-11 got repaired, and his name is like IG-12 now, or at least that's what Grief is calling him. But then Zellens fixed them up for Grogu to pretty much use them as a vehicle. So I thought that's pretty cool. At first, I was a little nervous because I thought it might be a little bit too silly. Like we saw this moment with Zellens, which is funny. I thought like this Zellens coming in here saying like "bad baby" again when Grogu's thinking about maybe hugging him. So yeah, but it's still cool to see Grogu in this thing, and it didn't get annoying at all. But I could see that Din was hella annoyed because he had to keep Grogu from stealing food, and like Grogu was just spamming yes all the time. So I was like I would have been annoyed if I was Din in that situation. So he's like yes. But it was funny. It was funny to see him like stealing food and all that. And then over to Mandalore we go as the Mandos go to Mandalore to try to take it back. And it's cool that we get to see like a boat, like a big giant boat skip that they get on with these other Mandalorian night owls. And there's like a couple of recognizable actors like I've seen in here, like one guy from Top Gun, or Top Gun Maverick, and then another guy. Another guy is actually like played like a character in Breaking Bad. I forgot his name, but it's cool to see them. Probably don't know anything, any like those people I'm talking about. But yeah, but it's cool to see them in this boat skip, and I really got Game of Thrones vibes. And this part, it's pretty awesome to see these like other Mandalorians coming together. And at this point, she revealed that she surrendered to Moff Gideon and gave him the Darksaber and trusted him not to wreak havoc on Mandalore. And of course, he's not to be trusted. He just pretty much destroyed everything. But we got this nice little moment where Bo-Katan tells Din how she regrets being like selfish, of course, and Din's pledging his allegiance to her. I thought it was pretty cool. So yeah, it's a pretty nice little moment here. I thought that was awesome. And also like a nice moment was when we saw Paz Vizsla and Axe Wolves. They had this little fight because they're playing some Mandalorian chess. They got into a fight, and then Grogu had to intervene, of course, and like keep them from just like tearing apart another, because no one else was intervening because it's not a thing. Like it's a thing where they had to let them fight. But Grogu was like, I trained with Luke and I'm not about this stuff. And he's like saying no, or he's having an idea like 12 saying no. I thought that was pretty cool because he used something that was used for comedy, but it was like used for a more dramatic moment in this. I thought that was cool. That was pretty cool. But man, I feel like Mandalore is kind of an unlivable planet because this big old creature just comes out and destroys the ship. I'm like, yo. Well, I mean, you really want to take back Mandalore? You can live safely in Navarro. They get out of there. They go into the caves, and they go on the fight the Beskar stormtroopers. And we saw some great Mandalorian action right here. Like, it was great. So I thought, okay, this is just them fighting together. I thought it was awesome. That was just a very cool moment. But they were just too much for that one point. They find the base, of course, and then they get trapped. So I was like, oh no. And then of course Din gets captured right there. And that sucks. That sucks. Din getting captured right there. And Grogu is the one that has to watch him get captured after last season where Grogu got captured. I was like, man, how's the turntables? So I wonder if I wonder if they're gonna take off his mask. Are we gonna see Pedro Pascal in the finale? Like, I don't know, but it depends if he's been filming the episodes, because I know he's done mostly just the voice work probably for this season. I think they should have his helmet come off, because I think that would make sense if they're interrogating him or doing whatever to him. So yeah, we'll see though. But Moff Gideon showing up in his Beskar armor suit, I was like, yo, this mother effer. This mother effer Gus Fring in that Beskar armor. I mean, he called himself like the new Dark Trooper suit. So I was like, okay, these are like the new Dark Trooper suits. Yeah, but yeah, he looked badass in that. And of course, he wanted Bo-Katan to surrender the Darksaber to him. But like, they're not having it. Nobody's having it. They ain't gonna surrender to Moff Gideon again. And yo, Paz Vizsla though. Paz Vizsla went out like a G, sacrificing himself. Like, damn, man. Paz Vizsla, man, pour one out for this dude, because like he was wreaking havoc on some of these like Beskar troopers. Like, none of the Beskar stormtroopers could take him out. He was just like wailing on him, sending them over the edge. So I thought, okay, that was badass. But then we saw the Praetorian guards come in, or what I guess it was like the early stages of the Praetorian guards, of course, from The Last Jedi. So yeah, it was cool to see them come in, but man, you just knew that this is going to be the end for Paz Vizsla. And yeah, he got a brutal death, but it made sense though. It made sense with him getting a brutal death, because that's what's going to take him out. And man, that sucked. That sucked right there. But yeah, Paz Vizsla, yeah, he was a G, man. He was a badass. That was like a badass moment, a badass way to go out for Paz Vizsla. But yeah, kind of a heartbreaking way to end the episode with Din getting captured. And of course, like, I think Moff is sending the TIE bombers over to like the Mandalorian fleet. So hopefully the armor is good with the rest of the Mandos up there. So yeah, we'll see. But the finale should be good. And Rick Famuyiwa directed the episode, and he's directed really good episodes in the series. So I thought, yeah, nothing's changed with this one. He directed another good episode with Filoni and Favreau. I believe they both wrote the episode, right? I think they both wrote the episode. But yeah, but it was a great episode. I enjoyed this one. It was definitely a step up from last week. So I'm wondering how they're gonna end this season with they announced like the movie coming out, of course, but that's probably not for another 3 or 4 years, because I suspect they're gonna do at least one more season of The Mandalorian. But yeah, with the next episode, I mean, we gotta see the Mythosaur, because they teased the Mythosaur. Bo-Katan's gonna ride the Mythosaur probably. You got Grogu. Yo, Grogu is gonna go save Din. Yo, Grogu is gonna go all Joel on these like Beskar troopers. And the question is Thrawn gonna appear? Because yeah, I don't know. Like, they might be saving him for Ahsoka, but maybe they will show him. I feel like if they do, they'll probably save for an after credit scene. We'll see though. I would love to see Thrawn and Moff Gideon come face to face in this episode, and like Moff Gideon or Thrawn's like, yeah, I ain't about being secret anymore. But yeah, we'll see what happens in this finale. But you can tell me what you thought about the episode. Did you like it? Was it a step up for you from last week? And yeah, what are you looking forward to in the finale? So yeah, stick on this channel for more of me talking about The Mandalorian, other movies and TV and all that. So until next time, I'll see you guys later. Rebel out.